Introduction, 7th video. This is a new series of YouTube videos in the Latter-day Trumpet YouTube channel. This channel explores all aspects of the Book of Mormon, especially the geography and archaeology. Many Book of Mormon leaders and scholars believe that the Lehi colony landed in northern Chile in South America, as taught by Joseph Smith in the School of the Prophets. Many of these theories are true, but are not considered as official church doctrine. This fourth series of the channel is called Characters of the Book of Mormon, the Prophet of the Lord, Part 1. In the year 600 BC, Nephi was the youngest brother of Lehi's 4 sons. We actually know much about this younger brother because he is the main writer of 1st and 2nd Nephi in the Book of Mormon. Nephi talks about himself and his beliefs for the first time in the Book of Mormon, even though he is the writer of these scriptures, after Lehi has taken his family into the wilderness. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, being exceedingly young, nevertheless being large in stature, and also having great desires to know of the mysteries of God, wherefore I did cry unto the Lord, and behold, he did visit me, and did soften my heart, that I did believe all the words which had been spoken of by my father. Wherefore I did not rebel against him like unto my brothers. And I spake unto Sam, making known unto him the things which the Lord had manifested unto me by his Holy Spirit. And it came to pass that he believed in my words. 1 Nephi chapter 2, verses 16 and 17. Nephi accompanies his 3 older brothers to Jerusalem with a mandate from Father Lehi to retrieve the brass plates. The first attempt to get the plates fell to Laman, who barely escaped with his life. The brothers then take all the family riches and gold and silver to Laban from their ancestral home in an attempt to trade for the plates, but again barely escape with their lives. There is a great argument about what to do next, and Laman and Lemuel want to leave, but Nephi and Sam want to try again. The older brothers beat the younger brothers, Nephi and Sam, with a rod. And it came to pass that Laman was angry with me, and also with my father, and also was Lemuel, for he hearkened unto the words of Laman. Wherefore Laman and Lemuel did speak many hard words unto us by their younger brothers, and they did smite us even with a rod. And it came to pass that they smote us with a rod. As they smote us with a rod, behold, an angel of the Lord came and stood before them. And he spake unto them, saying, Why do you smite your younger brother with a rod? Know ye not that the Lord has chosen him to be a ruler over you? And this because of your iniquities. Behold, ye shall go up to Jerusalem again, and the Lord will deliver Laban into your hands. 1 Nephi chapter 3, verses 28 to 29. After the angel appears to them, Laman and Lemuel are truly chastened. Nephi talks to them again. This time, Nephi leaves his older brothers outside the city walls and goes in to find Laban in a drunken state. Nephi kills Laban with Laban's own sword. Nephi puts on Laban's clothes and armor and goes into Laban's treasury with his servant Zoram to retrieve the plates of brass that the Lord has commanded them to retrieve. Zoram discovers that this is not his master Laban, and Nephi has to subdue him. Zoram decides to go with Nephi to his brothers outside the city walls. They all return to the tent of their father with the plates and their new friend Zoram in the wilderness. Next, Lehi sends his 4 sons, including Nephi, to the house of Ishmael back in Jerusalem to get Ishmael and his family to join them on this journey. And it came to pass that the Lord did soften the heart of Ishmael and also his household, insomuch that they took their journey with us down into the wilderness to the tent of our father. And it came to pass that as we journeyed, in the wilderness, behold, Laman and Lemuel and two of the daughters of Ishmael and two of the sons of Ishmael and their families did rebel against us, yea, against me, Nephi, and Sam, and their father Ishmael and his wife, and his three other daughters. 1 Nephi chapter 7, verses 5 to 6. Sam continues to side with Nephi in their struggles. So Nephi, with the help of Sam and the three daughters of Ishmael and their parents, contend with the other half of the company. Nephi preaches to his older brothers, and they are angry with him again and tie him up. But with the strength of the Lord, the bounds are loosed, and the brothers repent. They all go back to the tent of Lehi in the wilderness. Lehi dreams the dream of the tree of life, and Nephi is one of the ones that come to the tree and partake of the fruit. Then the Lord provides Nephi with his own visions of the tree of life. When Nephi desires to know of these things for himself, the Lord shows Nephi many things in vision and instructs the young prophet about their future in the promised land. Nephi sees the Lord and his coming to Jerusalem, and that he takes upon himself the sins of the people of the world and is crucified by the people. Nephi also sees a vision of the tree of life, much the same as the vision that Lehi had. And I looked to behold from whence it came, and I saw the head thereof a little way off. And at the head thereof I beheld your mother Sariah, and Sam, and Nephi. And they stood as if they knew not whither they should go. And it came to pass that I beckoned unto them, and I also did say unto them with a loud voice that they should come unto me, and partake of the fruit, which was desirable above all other fruit. And it came to pass that they did come unto me, and partake of the fruit also. Nephi desires to know the mysteries of God, and he is shown in a vision the Savior and his ministry in Jerusalem. The Lord speaks to Nephi and gives him a promise. If he keeps the commandments, then he will lead them to a land of promise. And it came to pass that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Blessed art thou, Nephi, because of thy faith, for thou hast sought me diligently with lowliness of heart. And inasmuch as ye shall keep my commandments, ye shall prosper, and shall be led to a land of promise. Yea, even a land which I have prepared for you, yea, a land which is choice above all other lands. Nephi marries one of the daughters of Ishmael after the return to the tent of Lehi in the wilderness. There is great rejoicing during the wedding feast. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, took one of the daughters of Ishmael to wife, and also my brethren took of the daughters of Ishmael to wife, and Zoram took the eldest daughter of Ishmael to wife. And thus my father had fulfilled all the commandments of the Lord, which had been given unto him. And also I, Nephi, had been blessed of the Lord exceedingly. Lehi finds the Liahona, the ball of curious workmanship, outside his tent door, with the Lord's compass. Then Lehi leads his family the next day into the desert, following the Lord's compass. They travel for many days in the wilderness, hunting wild animals along the way for food. Nephi breaks his bow, and the family suffers for the want of food. Nephi goes to the Lord for help, and then was able to make a new bow and find food in the wilderness, in the mountains. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, beheld the pointers which were in the ball, and they did work according to the faith and diligence and heed which we did give unto them. And there was also written upon them a new writing, which was plain to be read, which did give us understanding concerning the ways of the Lord. And it was written and changed from time to time according to the faith and diligence which we gave unto it. And thus we see that by small means the Lord can bring about great things. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, did go forth up into the top of the mountain, according to the directions which were given upon the ball. And it came to pass that I did slay wild beasts, insomuch that I did obtain food for our families. 1 Nephi chapter 16, verses 28 to 31. Finally, they arrive at the seashore, at the land called Bountiful, because of its much fruit. Lehi's group had suffered much in the wilderness for 8 long years, so they rejoiced greatly when they reached this beautiful land by the shore of many waters. And it came to pass that after I, Nephi, had been in the land of Bountiful for the space of many days, the voice of the Lord came unto me, saying, Arise, and get thee into the mountain. And it came to pass that I arose and went up into the mountain and cried unto the Lord. And it came to pass that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Thou shalt construct a ship, after the manner which I shall show thee, that I may carry thy people across these waters. And I said, Lord, whither shall I go, that I may find ore to molten, that I may make tools to construct the ship, after the manner which thou hast shown unto me? And it came to pass that the Lord told me whither I should go to find ore, that I might make tools. 1 Nephi chapter 17, verses 7 to 10. Nephi makes a bellows with fire and is able to molten rock to make tools. His brothers laugh and conspire against him when they see that he is about to do the work to construct the ship. And when my brethren saw that I was about to build a ship, they began to murmur against me, saying, Our brother is a fool, for he thinketh that he can build a ship. Yea, and he thinketh that he can cross these great waters. And thus my brethren did complain against me, and were desirous that they might not labor, for they did not believe that I could build a ship, neither would they believe that I was instructed of the Lord. And now it came to pass that I, Nephi, was exceedingly sorrowful because of the hardness of their hearts. And now when they saw that I began to be sorrowful, they were glad in their hearts, insomuch that they did rejoice over me, saying, We knew that you could not construct a ship, for we knew that ye were lacking in judgment. Wherefore thou canst not accomplish so great a work. 1 Nephi chapter 17, verses 17 to 19. Nephi spoke much to his brethren, and they were angry with him, and refused to help Nephi build the ship. They sought to take hold of him and bound him up, but Nephi confounded them as they sought to bind him. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, said many things unto my brethren, insomuch that they were confounded, and could not contend against me. Neither durst they lay their hands upon me, nor touch me with their fingers, even for the space of many days. Now they durst not do this, lest they should wither before me. So powerful was the Spirit of God, and thus it had wrought upon them. And it came to pass that the Lord said unto me, Stretch forth thine hand again unto thy brethren, and they shall not wither before thee. But I will shock them, saith the Lord. And this will I do, that they may know that I am the Lord their God. And it came to pass that I stretched forth my hand, and they did not wither before me. But the Lord did shake them, even according to the word which he had spoken. And now they said, We know of a surety that the Lord is with thee, for we know that it is the power of the Lord that has shaken us. And they fell down before me, and were about to worship me, but I would not suffer them, saying, I am thy brother, yea, even thy younger brother. Wherefore worship the Lord thy God, and honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long in the land which the Lord thy God shall give thee. 1 Nephi chapter 17, 52 to 55. The brothers of Nephi softened their hearts and repented of their evil doings. They began to help Nephi build the ship and provided the needed labor to accomplish this great work. And it came to pass that they did worship the Lord and did go forth with me. And we did work timbers of curious workmanship. And the Lord did show me from time to time after what manner I should work the timbers of the ship. Now I, Nephi, did not work the timbers after the manner which was learned by men. Neither did I build the ship after the manner of men, but I did build it after the manner which the Lord had shown unto me. Wherefore it was not after the manner of men. And I, Nephi, did go into the mount oft, and I did pray oft unto the Lord. Wherefore the Lord showed unto me great things. 1 Nephi chapter 18, 1-3. After they had completed the ship, Nephi's brothers humbled themselves and saw that the work was good, and the Lord had helped them build such a wonderful ship. The word of the Lord came to Father Lehi that they should load the ship with all manner of provisions and prepare for their oceanic journey. After they had loaded the ship, they set forth into the sea towards the promised land for many days, using the Liahona, the compass that the Lord had prepared for them. Laman and Lemuel and their wives began to make themselves merry and rejoiced in a manner that Nephi felt the Lord would be angry with them. And I, Nephi, began to fear exceedingly, lest the Lord should be angry with us and smite us because of our iniquity, that we should be swallowed up in the depths of the sea. Wherefore I, Nephi, began to speak to them with much soberness. But behold, they were angry with me, saying, We will not that our younger brother shall be a ruler over us. And it came to pass that Laman and Lemuel did take me and bind me with cords, and they did treat me with much harshness. Nevertheless, the Lord did suffer it, that he might show forth his power, unto the fulfilling of his word which he had spoken concerning the wicked. And it came to pass that after they had bound me, insomuch that I could not move, the compass which had been prepared of the Lord did cease to work. Wherefore they knew not whither they should steer the ship, insomuch that there arose a great storm, yea, a great and terrible tempest, and we were driven back upon the waters for the space of 3 days. And they began to be frightened exceedingly, lest they should be drowned in the sea. Nevertheless, they did not loose me. 1 Nephi chapter 18, verses 10-13. On the 4th day, the storm grew worse, and Nephi's brothers could see that they were about to be swallowed up in the depths of the sea. They finally repented, and Nephi took control of the ship, prayed to God for help, and used the Liahona to guide them. And the storm abated, and they were again able to sail towards the promised land. And it came to pass that after they had loosed me, behold, I took the compass, and it did work whither I desired it. And it came to pass that I prayed unto the Lord. And after I had prayed, the winds did cease, and the storm did cease, and there was a great calm. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, did guide the ship, that we sailed again towards the promised land. And it came to pass that after we had sailed for the space of many days, we did arrive at the promised land. And we went forth upon the land, and did pitch our tents, and we did call it the promised land. In this first part of the video of the young prophet Nephi, we have presented his travels in the wilderness and his family and their oceanic voyage to the promised land. Nephi became a choice prophet of the Lord. He was faithful even through all the tribulations on the journey with his evil brethren. The Lord blessed him and helped him guide them to a new choice land.